Are you tired of trying too hard to impress younger women, only to come across as desperate or out of touch? Well, here's the truth. Attraction isn't about fighting your age, it's about leveraging it. Today I'm sharing 10 effortless secrets that make older men magnetically attractive to younger women. These are backed by psychology and what women actually want. Trust me, gentlemen, by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what makes you naturally attractive. Stick around because some of these might surprise you. First, invest in quality basics. Have you ever noticed how some men just look put together without seeming like they tried too hard? There's a secret to that effortless style. And gentlemen, it's simpler than you think. Psychologists agree that people make judgments about status and attractiveness within 7 seconds of meeting you. Studies on first impressions consistently show that quality trumps quantity every single time. So what does this mean for you? It means investing in quality basics that fit well and look sharp. We're talking about well-fitted clothes in neutral colors, navy, gray, black, and white. These are your foundation. The key here is quality fabrics that drape well on your body. Avoid cheap synthetics that wrinkle easily or cling in the wrong places. Instead, focus on natural fibers like cotton, wool, and linen that move with you and maintain their shape. Think about classic pieces that never go out of style. A pair of well-fitted dark jeans, quality leather shoes that you actually take care of, a simple, elegant watch, not a flashy monstrosity, but something refined, a well-cut blazer or jacket that fits your shoulders perfectly. This is the difference between trying hard and achieving effortless quality. When your clothes fit right and the fabric is quality, you don't have to think about your appearance. It just works. Now here's where your age becomes a massive advantage. As an older man, you can afford better quality than younger guys still buying fast fashion. And trust me, younger women notice the difference between a cheap shirt and an investment piece. Quality signals stability, success, and sophistication. All things that make you attractive. You're not trying to keep up with trends that'll be outdated in 3 months. Classic style is timeless and perfectly age-appropriate. So here's what you do. Audit your wardrobe this week. Keep your 10 best quality pieces and honestly, discard 30 mediocre ones. Find a good tailor, because fit is everything, gentlemen. Even an affordable shirt tailored to your body beats an expensive one hanging off you like a sack. Invest in one good watch, one good pair of leather shoes, and one quality jacket. Build from there. Remember, neutral colors are your foundation. They're versatile, sophisticated, and effortlessly attractive. Now that we've covered what you wear, let's talk about something even more important. Second, maintain excellent grooming. Do you know what immediately distinguishes a distinguished older man from someone who's let himself go? It's not your age, guys. It's your grooming. Research shows that grooming is the #1 controllable factor in perceived attractiveness. Think about that for a second. Dermatologists and relationship experts consistently emphasize that grooming isn't vanity, it's self-respect, and younger women absolutely notice this. Let's start with skincare. Yes, gentlemen, you need a routine. At minimum, you need moisturizer and sunscreen. Your skin needs more care as you age, and taking care of it shows you value yourself. Next, your hair. Either maintain a well-groomed haircut or embrace baldness with confidence. Both work, but the in-between doesn't. Find a good barber and visit every 3 to 4 weeks. No exceptions. If you have facial hair, here's the rule. Either clean-shaven or well-trimmed. There's no in-between that looks good. That scruffy, I forgot to shave for a week look, that's not attractive. It's lazy. Dental hygiene is non-negotiable. White teeth and fresh breath matter more than you think. If your teeth are yellowed or your breath is questionable, that's an instant attraction killer. Now let's talk about the details younger women definitely notice. Your nails should be clean and trimmed. Nose and ear hair should be managed. Invest in a good trimmer. And cologne? Yes, but make it subtle and quality. We're talking about a sophisticated scent, not teenage body spray that announces your presence from across the room. 1 or 2 sprays, maximum. Here's why this matters so much for older men. Good grooming signals that you haven't given up on yourself. It demonstrates discipline and self-respect. Younger women notice these details: clean nails, healthy skin, a fresh scent. These things communicate that you're still in the game, that you care about how you present yourself to the world. So here's your action plan. Develop a 5-minute daily grooming routine and stick to it. If you have skin concerns, visit a dermatologist. It's worth it. Find a barber you trust and schedule regular appointments every 3 to 4 weeks. Invest in a quality electric trimmer for maintenance between visits. These small investments pay massive dividends. All right, so you look great, but here's something that matters even more than appearance. Third, cultivate genuine confidence. Ever wonder why some older men naturally command attention while others fade into the background? It's not about looks or money, it's about confidence. And here's what the research tells us. Psychologists consistently find that confidence is rated as the most attractive quality across all age groups. Studies on nonverbal communication and presence show that confidence is communicated before you even speak. So what does genuine confidence actually look like? First, let's distinguish between confidence and arrogance. Confidence is knowing your worth without needing constant validation. It's being secure in who you are. Arrogance is needing everyone to know how great you are. See the difference? Confidence attracts, arrogance repels. Real confidence shows up in your body language. Open posture, shoulders back, chest open, taking up space comfortably. Steady eye contact that doesn't waver or dart away nervously. Calm, deliberate movements instead of fidgeting or rushed gestures. It's speaking with authority without dominating every conversation. It's being comfortable with silence, not filling every gap with nervous chatter because you can't handle a pause. And here's the big one, guys. It's owning your age and experience rather than apologizing for it or trying to hide it. Now, this is where older men have a massive natural advantage over younger guys. Think about it. Life experience gives you legitimate confidence. You've survived challenges, overcome obstacles, built careers, weathered storms that younger men haven't even encountered yet. That's not something you can fake. That's real, earned confidence. And younger women are deeply attracted to men who are secure in themselves. They've dated enough insecure guys to know the difference. So how do you cultivate this? Practice power, posing for 2 minutes before social situations. It actually changes your hormone levels and increases confidence. Speak 20% slower than you think you should. Rushed speech signals nervousness. Make eye contact for 3 to 4 seconds before looking away, not staring, but engaged. Share your achievements through storytelling, not resume listing. Nobody wants to hear you brag, but they love hearing a good story where you happen to be the hero. Now, confidence is crucial, but there's a physical element that amplifies everything else. Fourth, stay in good shape. Are you using your age as an excuse to skip the gym and ignore your health? Because, gentlemen, that's a mistake you can't afford to make. Studies show that physical fitness is correlated with perceived vitality and attractiveness at every age. Health researchers emphasize that fitness signals genetic quality and longevity, things that are hardwired into attraction. So let's be clear about what staying in good shape actually means. You don't need a six-pack or the body of a 20-year-old. Lean and healthy beats the dad bod every single time. We're talking about regular exercise for energy, posture, and confidence. Strength training is crucial after 40 because you naturally lose muscle mass as you age. Fight that. Hit the weights at least twice a week. Cardio matters too, guys. Heart health and stamina. Yes, that kind of stamina matters. Good posture from core strength instantly makes you look more attractive and confident. And energy levels? Younger women notice whether you can match or exceed the energy of younger people. Here's the thing about being fit as an older man. It's actually more impressive than being fit when you're young. Why? Because it shows discipline, self-care, and long-term thinking. Any 25-year-old can have a decent body without much effort. But a man in his 40s or 50s who's in great shape, that demonstrates commitment and self-respect. Younger women absolutely notice this. They want to know, can you keep up? Can you go on that hike? Take those dance lessons? Keep pace with an active lifestyle? Physical fitness directly combats the stereotype that older means slower or less capable. So here's your action plan. Hit the gym 3 to 4 times per week minimum. 2 days of strength training, 2 days of cardio. Focus on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and presses. These build functional strength that translates to real life. Walk 10,000 steps daily as your baseline activity. And guys, if you're starting from scratch or haven't trained in years, work with a trainer initially to avoid injury. The last thing you want is to hurt yourself trying to prove something. Physical fitness is important, but gentlemen, there's something equally critical that many older men overlook. Fifth, develop interesting passions. When was the last time you got genuinely excited talking about something you're passionate about? Think about that for a second. Psychologists note that passion and enthusiasm are contagious and highly attractive. Research on attraction shows that people with diverse interests are perceived as more engaging, more alive, more worth knowing. So if your life revolves around work and watching TV, guys, we need to fix that. Develop hobbies beyond the basics. Cooking, photography, music, travel, sports. Pick something that genuinely interests you. Intellectual pursuits matter too. Are you reading? Learning new skills, staying curious about the world? Creative outlets show depth of character. Maybe you play guitar, paint on weekends, or write. The specific hobby matters less than having something you care about. And here's important, have strong opinions on things you're passionate about. Don't just nod along with whatever she says. Bring your own perspective to the table. Stories and experiences from your passions make you interesting. When you can talk about that photography trip through Iceland, or explain why you're obsessed with authentic Italian cooking, or share what you learned from your latest book, that's attractive. That's what makes someone want to spend more time with you. Now here's where older men have a massive advantage. You've had time to develop real expertise and passions. A 25-year-old who says he's into wine? Cute. A 50-year-old who can discuss different regions, grape varieties, and has stories from vineyard visits? That's compelling. Your hobbies show you're not one-dimensional, that there's depth beyond your job title. Younger women are attracted to men who can introduce them to new worlds, new experiences, new perspectives. Passion equals energy and vitality. It shows you're still engaged with life, still learning, still growing. That's attractive at any age. So choose 2 to 3 activities you genuinely enjoy, not just things you think will impress her. Go deep rather than wide. Become knowledgeable about what you love. Share your passions without being preachy or condescending. Invite her into your world, but stay curious about hers too. That exchange of interests. That's where real connection happens. Speaking of inviting her into your world, there's a subtle way you communicate that either attracts or repels. Sixth, master social intelligence. Have you noticed that the most attractive older men aren't necessarily the loudest, but they always seem to know exactly what to say? That's social intelligence, gentlemen, and it's one of your most powerful assets. Experts in emotional intelligence identify social awareness as a key component of mature attractiveness. Studies show that social calibration, your ability to read and respond to social situations, improves with age and experience. This is where you shine. Social intelligence means reading the room. You understand social dynamics and adjust accordingly. You know when the group needs energy and when it needs calm. It's active listening, truly hearing what someone says rather than just waiting for your turn to speak. It's appropriate humor that's witty without trying too hard or being crude. You can make people laugh without being the class clown. Think about graceful conversation flow. You ask follow-up questions that show you were actually listening. You make connections between topics. You know when to lead the conversation and when to step back and let others shine. Most importantly, you make others feel comfortable and valued. People leave conversations with you feeling better about themselves. That's magnetic. Here's the age advantage. This is pure experience. You've had decades of social interactions, navigating different personalities, reading subtle cues. Younger men often lack this sophistication. They dominate conversations, miss social signals, try too hard to impress. Younger women absolutely appreciate someone who can navigate any social situation with ease. And guys, she's watching how you treat everyone: the waiter, your friends, strangers. Your maturity shows in those interactions. Kindness and respect aren't weakness, they're strength. So here's how you sharpen this skill. Practice the 70-30 rule. Listen 70% of the time, talk 30%. Ask why and how questions, not just what. These create deeper conversations. Pay attention to body language, hers and others, and adjust your approach accordingly. Is she leaning in or pulling back? Is the group engaged or bored? Read the signals. Develop 3 to 4 interesting stories you can tell well. Stories that reveal something about you while being entertaining. Now, while social skills matter in person, there's a modern element you can't ignore. 7th, curate your digital presence. When she looks you up on social media, and trust me, she will, what story do your profiles tell? Research shows that 90% of people research potential partners online before or after meeting them. Digital first impressions are now just as important as in-person ones. So gentlemen, if you think your online presence doesn't matter, you're wrong. Quality beats quantity every time. A few great photos beat dozens of mediocre ones. Show your lifestyle. Travel photos, hobbies, social activities. We're talking about you at that concert, on that hiking trip, at dinner with friends, not bathroom selfies, not poorly lit photos from bad angles. And guys, avoid the classics that kill attraction. Shirtless gym selfies, fish pictures, and definitely photos with much younger women. That last one makes you look insecure and try hard. Your profile should be professional but authentic. Show the real you, just polished. Social proof matters. Photos with friends, at events, doing activities. This shows you have a life that people enjoy being around you. Your written content should be thoughtful, not trying too hard or bitter. Nobody wants to read complaints about your ex or cynical rants about dating. Here's where many older men fail. They completely neglect their digital presence. Don't be one of them. Your online presence should reflect your real-world sophistication. Younger women are digital natives. They grew up online, and they notice lazy, outdated, or poorly curated profiles immediately. A good digital presence shows you're current and adaptable. It signals that you're engaged with the modern world, not stuck in the past. So here's your action plan. Audit all your social media right now. Delete anything embarrassing, outdated, or that doesn't serve you. Hire a photographer for 1 or 2 professional lifestyle photos. It's worth the investment. Post occasionally, but meaningfully. Nobody needs daily food pictures or constant updates. Keep your privacy settings appropriate. A little mystery is good. But being completely hidden looks like you're hiding something. Digital presence matters, but when you're face-to-face, this next element makes all the difference. 8. Practice excellent manners. Do you know what makes you stand out from 95% of men she's dated before? It's not your looks, your money, or your status. It's your manners. Relationship experts emphasize that courtesy and respect are increasingly rare in modern dating and therefore incredibly valuable. Studies on long-term attraction show that consideration is more important than initial chemistry. So let's talk about what excellent manners actually look like. Classic gentleman behaviors still matter. Open doors. Stand when she arrives at the table. These aren't outdated. They're timeless. But here's the crucial one. Put your phone away during conversations. Not on the table face down, in your pocket. Be fully present. She's watching how you treat service staff too. How you speak to the waiter or bartender tells her everything about your character. Following through on promises, even small ones, shows reliability. If you say you'll text, text. If you say you'll call, call. Thoughtful gestures matter, but don't be over the top. Remember something she mentioned and bring it up later. Notice when she's cold and offer your jacket. Give genuine compliments that aren't just about her appearance. comment on her intelligence, her sense of humor, her passion for her work. That's what stands out. Here's your age advantage. Manners signal maturity that younger men often lack. This is a generational advantage. Use it. Younger women have dated enough guys who can't be bothered to open a door or who spend the entire date on their phones. You being courteous and present creates immediate contrast. Respect and courtesy create safety, and safety creates attraction. You can be chivalrous without being patronizing. It's about respect, not treating her like she's helpless. So here's what you do. Put your phone on silent, not vibrate, during dates, and keep it in your pocket, not on the table. Say please and thank you, and actually mean it. Remember small details she mentions and follow up later. This shows you were listening. Be on time or early. Respecting her time shows you value her. These aren't complicated, guys. They're just consistent. Manners show respect, but there's something even more fundamental that younger women crave. Ninth, demonstrate financial stability. How do you show you're financially secure without being flashy or looking like you're trying to buy affection? This is a delicate balance, guys. Evolutionary psychologists note that resource stability remains an attraction factor across cultures. It's hardwired. But here's what matters. Research shows it's not wealth itself, but security and competence that attract. So let's talk about how to demonstrate financial stability the right way. Subtle signals work best. Quality over flash, one nice watch, not 10 watches. Being comfortable in mid to upscale venues without being showy about it. You don't announce the check amount or complain about prices. Never complain about money or make her feel guilty about what things cost. That's insecure behavior. Generosity without keeping score shows character. You have clear career or business success, but you're not bragging about it. You plan and pay for dates without making it a big deal. Long-term thinking comes through naturally in your conversations. You talk about future plans, goals, investments. Here's where older men should naturally excel. Financial stability equals security. And security is attractive. That's not manipulation, that's reality. You've had time to build your career, your savings, your life. This is a legitimate advantage. Younger women appreciate someone who has their life together, who isn't struggling paycheck to paycheck or stressed about basic expenses. It shows you can support a lifestyle, not just survive. There's a difference between dating someone who's barely making it and someone who's comfortable and secure. But here's critical. Pay for dates graciously, at least initially. Don't make it transactional or hold it over her head. Choose venues that show good taste, not just expense. A thoughtful dinner at a great local restaurant beats an overpriced tourist trap every time. Talk about your future plans and goals. This demonstrates stability and forward thinking. But never ever use money to pressure or impress. The moment you make it about what you spent or what you can buy, you've lost. Financial stability should be evident in your lifestyle and demeanor, not announced. Financial stability matters, but gentlemen, here's the secret ingredient that ties everything together. 10th, embrace your authentic self. Are you trying so hard to seem younger or cooler that you're hiding what actually makes you attractive? This is the biggest mistake older men make, gentlemen. Psychologists emphasize that authenticity is the foundation of genuine connection. Studies show that people can detect inauthenticity within minutes, and it kills attraction instantly. So let's talk about the most important secret of all, being yourself. Own your age. Don't apologize for it or try to hide it. Share your real interests, not what you think she wants to hear. If you love classic rock, don't pretend to be into whatever's trending on TikTok. Admit what you don't know, especially about her generation. That's not weakness, that's honesty. Be comfortable with who you are while still being open to growth. Don't pretend to like her music if you don't. Share yours instead and be curious about what she likes. Your experience and perspective are the attraction. She's not dating you to get another version of guys her own age. Vulnerability is strength, not weakness. Being real about your life, your past, your goals, that creates genuine connection. Pretending to be someone you're not, that's exhausting and ultimately fails. This is the ultimate age advantage. You know who you are. Younger men are still figuring themselves out, trying on different personalities, seeking approval. You've had decades to understand your values, your preferences, your non-negotiables. Your self-knowledge and acceptance are incredibly attractive. The confidence to be yourself, flaws and all, is what she's looking for. Playing a character always fails eventually, so be real from the start. Here's your action plan. Stop trying to keep up with every trend. Be selectively current. Stay informed, but don't pretend to be someone you're not. Share your actual life experiences and lessons learned. These are valuable. Be honest about your relationship goals and life stage. If you want something serious, say so. If you're not ready for that, be upfront. Don't change your personality to fit what you think she wants. The right woman will appreciate the real you, the wrong woman won't, and that saves you both time. So there you have it, gentlemen. 10 secrets that will make you effortlessly attractive. Remember, guys, being an attractive older man isn't about fighting your age. It's about leveraging everything that comes with it. Quality, confidence, authenticity, and maturity are your superpowers. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. Drop a comment telling me which secret resonated most with you. Subscribe for more dating advice tailored specifically for older men dating younger women. Want to know the signs a younger woman is actually into you? Check out this video here. Or if you want to avoid the biggest mistakes older men make, watch this one. Thanks for watching, gentlemen. Now go out there and be your best, most authentic self.